We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, if you love good pitching, this one's for you. First pitch is coming up. Fernando Valenzuela gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Acuna digs in now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
2-0 now. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another try at 2-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Set to get his evening at the plate started. David Justice batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch on its way. Valenzuela. He's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Now the 2-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
To the plate now, Dale Murphy, as he'll take a look at ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Justice, base runner at first with 1 out. High and deep to right center. Snyder is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the 2nd out.
Batting 4th, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. From the belt, the pitch pulled high in the air out to right field. Green is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Braves strand 1. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Greg Maddux is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Digging in, Jackie Robinson. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Robinson.
Here's the pitch. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
The right field.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Stepping up to the plate, Sean Green, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Hit hard down the line. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Clyde Washington. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Roy Campanella, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. To get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping in now, Adrian Beltre, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. On the ground to third. To second for one. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Second inning set to go, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Ripped down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And it's fouled away. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. There's one. Onto the pitcher, covering in time. It's a double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Standing in, Marcus Giles, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now pitch on the way. Pops this one up. Beltre has got it, and the side is retired. Braves go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So striding forward now, Duke Snyder. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Center fielder, Duke.
And the pitch.
Snyder.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting center, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat. Seager is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Ball 2 now.
2 balls, no strikes.
The bouncer to the left side, scooped up. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting eighth.
Now with the plate, Pedro Guerrero. First pitch on its way.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this.
Welcome back to Dodger Stadium, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their boys in blue this season. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Ring him up on the screwball, and that's the first out of the inning. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West.
The pitcher, number 31, Greg Maddux.
Coming to the plate now, Greg Maddux. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Can't fall behind against a pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
One out, nobody on. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a one-out single.
Now batting, left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. From the stretch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Fouled off. Runners on first with one down. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Misses, ball 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, David Justice ripped on the ground to first. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. So now to the plate, Dale Murphy, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. And there are runners at the corners now. Comes set, the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Two and one, here it is. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The set and the 2-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down 1-0. Now batting, Fernando Valenzuela.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the pitcher, Fernando.
First pitch of the at-bat
Valenzuela
is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Jackie Robinson.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Jackie Robinson. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, ball.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And there you see the Dodger leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the club. Plate now, Sean Green, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
To the plate now, Roy Campanella. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Second and third here, one man out. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Freeman is up with it. A play at the plate. The tag, and he's out at the plate.
Well, with one away here, this is kind of the right idea, even though it didn't work. Worst case, you have first and third with two away. If you stay, you have second and third with two away. So there's not a huge difference there. Not the outcome they were hoping for, though.
So runners at the corners with two gone, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Rounded softly down the line toward first, but this will get foul for strike two. Ready on 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. All set for the start of the fourth, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Stepping into the box, Chipper Jones. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
At the plate, Joe Torre, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he fouls this one off. A great pitch there, as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box now, Marcus Giles, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
1-2. Count.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. One left for Atlanta. It remains 1-0. Digging in now, Adrian Beltre.
The Dodgers, the third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
First offering on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. High in the air out to center field. Murphy's under it. Makes the play. 1 away. Stepping in, Duke Snider. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Just keeping him close. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
From the stretch, Pedro Guerrero is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And there's ball 1.
1-1.
Shot toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for LA, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field in Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone. which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Leading off for the plate.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The shortstop, Raphael.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Raphael for call. Stands in as he looks at ball one here.
One ball, no strike.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Greg Maddux.
Riding in once again, Greg Maddux. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
In there, no balls and a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Ronald Acuna. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
1-0.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly into the second deck and gone.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop on their bat and they can go deep.
So now to the plate, David Justice, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves able to tie things up on this home run. Bottom of the fifth coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi.
The pitcher, Fernando Valenzuela.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Acuna's there for it. 1 down. Next for the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson.
Robinson.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Freeman is under it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in,
right field.
Sean Green. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 2 out, nobody on. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Digging in once again, Roy Campanella, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's set. Here it comes. Now the 1-0.
Good.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. Full count now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Dodgers leave 1. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Now at the plate, Dale Murphy. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
In there for strike 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Now the pitch. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Looking up is the center fielder. And that one is gone. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Home run number 9 on the year. And now it's 2-1 in favor of Atlanta.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Stepping in now, Chipper Jones, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. In there, and it's even at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Squared that one up just a little late. The next 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta.
So striding in, Joe Torre, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. And it's fouled away. Line drive to left. Guerrero will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Through 5.5. It's now 2-1 Atlanta. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have that. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now here's the pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
In for strike 2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. But that finds its way through for a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box, Adrian Beltre, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
At the plate now, Duke Snyder, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. So stepping in, Corey Seager, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Oh, 1 here it comes. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Acuna going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Now at the plate, Pedro Guerrero, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 2-1. Ready for another chance? Marcus Giles. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
To the plate now, Rafael Furcal. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hit softly on the ground to third. He's got to hurry, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Stepping into the box, Greg Maddux, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First delivery to him on the way. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Maddux is hitting better than 200, which is really pretty exceptional for a pitcher.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
The 1-1 home. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. So a full count now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it 2-1. Pee-wee Reese will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 1, Pee-wee Reese.
And this is low, ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 4 RBIs. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. He's right there, and there's one down now. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. 1 gone now in the LA 7th, and in steps a man whose number 42 has been forever retired, Jackie Robinson. Down the third baseline, reined in. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Sean Green. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Popped him up. Chipper has a play, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Orel Hershiser has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55.
Leading off the inning, Ronald Acuna, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one.
Full count.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Fouled off. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
And that at-bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
Striding in, David Justice. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball out.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. A ball and a strike.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. Full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he fouls this one off. Another payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The center fielder, number 3.
Into the box now, Dale Murphy. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Wow, another curve here that he can't seem to find the zone with. He's really had his share of troubles with location so far in this inning.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Freddie Freeman will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Two balls and a strike to Freeman.
This is where you got to empty the bucket out on the mound. Throw your best stuff right here, right now, and try and get out of this. If anything catches outfield grass, this game's probably over.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. To second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now
a bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Now in the box, Chipper Jones, runner in scoring position with two gone. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss.
Hey, great arm action on that changeup right there. You come up to the plate with runners in scoring position, you're going to be super aggressive. I don't fault that guy for swinging through.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Braves on top, 3-1. Johnny Venters is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Johnny Venters.
Standing in, Roy Campanella. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Venters, a 6'3" left-hander. He was taken in the 30th round back in the 2003 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A ball and a strike now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. And there's a base hit on the line. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
So here's Cody Bellinger as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Adrian Beltre, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now at the plate, Adrian Beltre, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First offering on its way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Barehanded for 1. On to Freeman. A double play.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
At the plate, Duke Snider. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. A ball and 2 strikes. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Acuña's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for LA. Score holds. It's 3-1. Zach Greinke enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Joe Torre, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box now, Marcus Giles, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And it's fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Striding into the box, Rafael Furcal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
Number 39, Johnny
Hank Aaron will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Braves. Number 44, Hank Aaron.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. First and second now, 1 man out. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
In now, Ronald Acuna. He swings and grounds it to short. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta, and it's still 3-1. Craig Kimbrell comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Striding in to start the 9th, Corey Seager, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Seager.
Here's the pitch. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. The Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
At the plate, Pedro Guerrero, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out. Gil Hodges will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Hodges.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 9 homers and 23 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Again, another foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Digging in to try it again, Jackie Robinson. Man at first after the 2-out walk. He's ready. Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Braves have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Greg Maddux earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Fernando Valenzuela pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Craig Kimbrell closes the door for the save, his 16th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.